weekly. So if you didn't see season 1, episode 1, get off this right now and go back and watch season 1, episode 1 last week. So I am so excited. And remember, we're on Wednesday weekly, 7 p.m. to 7:15 p.m.
Yep.
So you're just gonna get for 50 minutes enjoyment, fun, laughter, whatever.
Activities.
So yeah, let's get
Bad
started.
dad jokes.
Yeah, let's get started with episode 1, season 1. So today we're going to be doing some things different from last week. We're going to be doing bad dad jokes and book reviews. Remember last week we did 5 to 7 and 7 to 9 and 9 to 11.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be doing 3 to 5 and 5 to 7. So stay tuned for that. But first, we're going to be doing bad dad jokes. So this is my favorite thing. Cause.
There's the box. Here's yours.
Okay. So.
I got mine. I'm definitely not ready yet, though. I have to think about what I'm going to read. So, you're going to tell me a joke. I'm going to tell you a joke.
Okay.
Okay. I'll try and get it. Go for it.
Why did the orange stop?
I don't know.
Because he ran out of the juice.
No way. Okay. How do you make gold soup?
24 carats? Gold
Yeah. Oh man, you have that in the bag. Well done.
Bacon and eggs walk into a bar, order a beer. The bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve breakfast."
Bacon and eggs. I like it. Breakfast. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
2 whales walk into a bar. First whale says, second whale says, he's a bit drunk. Yeah, didn't really get that one. Go for it.
What did Cinderella wear at the beach?
I don't know.
Glass flippers.
Okay. I was wondering why the frisbee kept getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
Then it hit me.
I know. So guys, if you don't get that one, like getting bigger and then get it, then it hit me. It's like a phrase. Then I knew it. So knock knock.
Who's there?
An impatient cow.
An impatient.
Moo!
Ah, this is a bit scary, that one. A man telephoned the airline office and asked, "How long does it take to fly to Boston?" The clerk said, "Just a minute." "Thank you," the man said, and he hung up.
What nails do carpenters hate to hit?
Fingernails?
How did you know?
I kind of got that one. Okay, bad dad jokes. These are pretty bad dad jokes. Why did the pony have to stay after school?
I don't know.
They're horsing around.
Ah.
Okay, go for it.
Did you hear about the man with a broken left arm and a broken left leg?
Broken left arm, broken left leg. No.
Don't worry, he's all right now.
Okay, what did the digital clock say to the grandfather clock?
Time flies. Oh wait.
Look, Grandpa, no hands.
Oh yeah, because digital clock, no hands.
No hands. Okay, 2 more. Let's go for it.
A sandwich walks into a bar. The barman says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here."
Oh, I get it. How do you make 7 an even number?
Take the S off the
Yes!
because even.
I like it.
How does a lion like his meat?
Don't know.
Roar.
Roar! Did you hear about the paper boy?
Yeah, he blew away, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He blew away.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 more.
Okay.
Did you hear about the angry pancake?
Did
He just flipped. You're too good. All right, let's go.
Woo! Time to go on to the book reviews, which I
Jeez,
love.
be great. Yeah.
So, 3 to 5 year old I have here in this big stack.
Here, do you want me to take them for you and I'll pass them over?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So the first one is my
Oh my God, go for it.
the first one is my favorite, which I used to read, which my dad used to read for me when I was so young, 2, I cannot remember, which it was amazing. Now I read it to myself now. Well, very seldom, because I read
Who wrote it?
much more thicker books. Julia Donaldson.
Yeah.
And so it's the Gruffalo, which I love, and it's about the Gruffalo. Well, the little mouse actually, he walks through a wood, and then he is trying to find the Gruffalo. He's going to meet the Gruffalo, and he was just like trying to scare off all the animals because they were going to eat him. But he was like, "There's no Gruffalo." But then he actually sees the Gruffalo, and then he becomes chased by the Gruffalo. But then they kind of friends a little bit, and they walk around the woods, and then the little brown mouse introduces all the other animals that he met to the Gruffalo, and it's kind of really cool and there's also a stop motion film about this as well, which is really good.
And would you recommend that for any kids? Because it's nice and easy to read.
Oh yeah.
And parents can read it to kids as well. And because there's really good animated pictures. I think the person who drew the pictures is there, Alex Schiffler.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
So really good.
Okay. Do you want to go with Charlie?
Yeah. So Charlie Cook's favorite book, which is like kind of a rhyming type book, which is I love those type books. I remember I made my own myself. We'll talk about that in a different episode. But today we're talking about Charlie Cook's favorite book. Now I thought this was excellent. It was actually done really well. It's very creative because it's kind of like book after book. So it's about Charlie. He reads the book, but like we're kind of reading the book. We're reading his book, and inside it, it's all these really cool characters, and then they read that next person, and so on and so on. And they all meet up Charlie Cook at the end, which I thought was lovely in this cool setting in his living room.
And it's Julia Donaldson again and Alex Schiffler?
Yeah, which, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, and the final one for the
3 to 5.
Sorry, 3 to 5, you're absolutely right.
Oliver Twist.
One of the best ever.
Have you seen the movie? Watch it. It's in the 60s, which is about so good. But anyway, the book. Let's talk about the book. This was good. I loved it, actually. But, 3 to 5s, I guess read it, you let your parents, or let you yourself, if you're a great, confident reader, read it when you're 5. Because I guess you shouldn't. I mean, if you saw the film, you kind of know what I mean. There's abusive scenes in it with the Nancy.
But that's the movie.
I know, but
this is
very good. No, in it there are
are
abusive
there?
scenes where Nancy gets slapped by Bill Sykes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, people have to watch out for that.
And there's people in jail, and there's, as I said, slapping.
What if a parent reads it?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Just to keep reading is really good.
Yeah, but maybe a little older
and
than 5.
Who wrote that?
Oh God, it doesn't say.
Here, go for it.
So guys, maybe read this when you're about 5. I don't know, but it's a really nice book. As you can see, it's kind of big, but it's short. It's kind of like a short story. So it's the Groove Greeks and the Rotten Romans in Horrible Histories. And if you're afraid to start off with Horrible Histories, just start off with this book. It's nice and simple to read. I mean, nothing bad. It's really comic, kind of like this type. So I think if you want to read Horrible Histories, start off with this book, The Groove Greeks and Rotten Romans, which...
And is it there's a whole load of them that you can collect, or different types of horrible histories?
Yeah, but I suggest you should read them when you're 7, 9. But yeah, this is an amazing book, and I think you should read this.
Okay, this is good one. It's Ulf Stark. He's from, I think, up around Scandinavia.
So the hedgehog leaves home, and I know this looks like it should be 3 to 5, but it's 5 to 7. That's in our chart because it's kind of it looks big, but the pages, it's very thin, but the pages are quite long actually. I did not expect it to be that long, but I suggest if you want to read it by yourself, read it when you're 6 or 7, because might want to read it when you're 6 or 7, because that's just going to help you to be a more confident reader as well. This is a great book to start off with, but I'm just saying, like, why would you want to read a book that has, like, non-stop, you know, font, that's it, font all the way down, and then, you know, flick the page. Oh, that's so, like, boring to read. But, you know, in one episode, I'm going to encourage them, Dad, to be great readers, but you just be great readers, but you don't just, like, read 5 pages and put the book down. But, guys, this is actually a really good book, so I want you to try this. I really want you to, because I'm not
I agree.
It's really
I agree. The next book, before I give it over to Jack, is really good because we have a collection of stories from Robin Hood by Alan Marks to Gulliver's Travels to Around the World in 80 Days, Jules Verne. You've got Rob Lloyd-Jones, you've got Daniel Defoe, you've got Oscar Wilde, The Canterville Ghost. I'm going to pass it over to Jack, maybe show the front. It's really good.
So this is the Osborne Illustrated Classics for Boys. And you're probably thinking, if girls are watching this is just for boys, bleh. Well, it actually isn't just for boys, it's for girls as well, I suggest. Because my friend Emer came over, she loved books too. She kind of likes Jacqueline Wilson. We'll be talking about her a little bit more in the future.
Yeah.
But right now we'll focus on when she read this book, and she said she loved it. And I think I lent it to her. I'm not sure. But she really loved it.
And is it appropriate? Because I know there's one story in there about a ghost, but it's actually quite funny.
Yeah, now, guys, like, I think it should be appropriate, but, like, you know, there are some stories in here that I suggest you shouldn't read, but you know what, if, like, whatever age you are and you're confident enough to read this, then go ahead and read it.
It's enjoyable.
But, yeah.
Can you go to the Canterville Ghost one? Because the Canterville Ghost is written by an Irishman.
Oscar Wilde,
His name is Oscar Wilde.
So, guys, it says here, if I flick through all these pages, if I pass
And it's a
Gulliver's
great
Travels.
book to be reading at night as well.
So the Canterville Ghost, and here it is here. So that's just a picture. So Oscar Wilde. This is not the book. I'm just reading to you about the author. Oscar Wilde, 1854 to the 1900s.
So it tells
that's
you a little
when
bit.
he died.
So the book also tells you a little bit about each author before each story. Brilliant.
So the writer Oscar Wilde was born in Ireland, but moved to London when he was 24. His first book, poems, were published in 1881, so when he was about 28ish old. The Canterville Ghost was written in 1887, so a few years after that. Wilde also wrote fairy tales for his 2 sons, but he is best known for his plays, which are still performed today.
Sure
So
are.
that's really nice. And he died when he was only, the poor thing, when he was only 43, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. What about the Canterville Ghost itself? Is it a good story?
Oh, it's an amazing story.
And it's not too scary.
There's blood, but like not gory type blood, like no stabbing, but like there's kind of like, oh, and this guy was killed by the Canterville Ghost. But like, you know what? If you're confident enough to read this book, I think you should. So this was the Osborne Illustrated Classics for Boys.
So of all of the books we've looked at, from Oliver Twist to The Hedgehog Leaves Home and all of, Julia Donaldson and Horrible Histories, of all of those at that age, between kind of 5 to 7, which one of these is your favourite?
Oh, my favourite was Oliver Twist.
Really?
Yeah, because
the movie, I suppose, as well.
The movie was great, but the book just, I liked it a little better than the movie, just because it was more for kids. Because the movie is for Universal. If you don't know what Universal is, it's for all. So UG, if you see that, it means Universal for every age. So, babies to adults, I think they shouldn't have done that. I think they should have done, PG or accompanied by an adult, because there are slapping and abusive scenes and there's blood, but there's not blood in this, which is, thankfully. But there's,
Okay, can I throw in one book before we go?
Yeah.
And maybe you could read the insert.
Big Giving Tree, which I think was really sad when I heard the story. But
It's a great read.
And it's by Shel Silverstein, and I'm guessing he illustrated all the pictures as well, because it doesn't say the illustrator.
No, but if you open the inside, it might give you an idea there of what the story is.
So once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. So begins a story of unforgettable perception.
Well, let's bring us to 15 minutes. My apologies, we're running out of time. I didn't realise we've got 9, 8, 7.
So guys, thanks so much for watching. This was Wallys Weekly. See you next week. Bye!
Take care, bye!